Hola, Dios les bendiga. Hi, youth. God bless you, or anybody that's watching. I'm Lizbeth Garcia, and today is the youth programmation. I'm alone, but it's okay. We know that the Holy Spirit is here. Um, the the topic for today is God is in control. El tema de hoy es Dios está en control. Y ya que tenemos a que orar. Estoy un poco nerviosa, pero Dios va a tomar el control de hoy. Ok. Gracias, Padre mío, por la oportunidad que tenemos, Padre mío, de estar aquí, lo que estamos aquí, yo y la hermana Cindy que está grabando, que seas tú tomando el control de lo que se va a llevar a cabo hoy y de lo que se va a hablar. Seas tú guiándome, Padre mío, seas tú hablando a través de mí, que no sea yo, que seas tú, Padre mío. Te pido, Padre mío, que con ese tema que nos has dado, Señor, Padre mío, que seas tú enseñándonos a confiar, Padre mío, a tener confianza en ti, Padre mío, y que saber que solamente tú eres el que nos puede guiar, tú eres el que da la sabiduría, tú eres el que tiene poder para quitar y dar, Señor, Padre mío. Te doy gracias, Señor, Padre mío, y te pido que seas tú ayudando, Padre mío, a las personas que a lo mejor quieren buscar de ti, pero algo no los está permitiendo, Señor, Padre mío. En nombre de Cristo Jesús te lo pido. Amén. Ok, so, el tema de hoy es Dios está en control, God is in control. What I think it means, lo que pienso que se significa cuando alguien dice God is in control o Dios está en control, significa que us as the chosen people of God, we should trust what He has planned for us and His way of working in our lives. Yo puse que se significa que nosotros los hijos escogidos o las personas escogidas para Dios debemos de confiar en lo que Él tiene planeado y su manera de trabajar con nuestra vida. Yo puse la manera de Dios es la manera correcta. Tenemos que entregar todo lo que tenemos a Dios. I put God's way is the right way. We need to give everything we have to God. Whether it be giving up, doubts, troubles, or even temptation, we need to set our mind to God and what God has in His Word, or what God has said in His Word. Yo puse, puede ser queriendo ser, rendir las dudas, tentación, o cuando tienes como así como una situación, tenemos que poner nuestra mente en Dios y confiar con lo que Dios ha dicho en su palabra. I want to go to Isaiah 43:1. In English, I have it here on my computer in a different version. It says, "But now this is what the Lord your Creator says, O Jacob, and He who formed you, O Israel." Right there, instead of saying Jacob, we could put our name, so it'd be like, "But now this is what the Lord your Creator says, O Liz, and He who formed you, O Israel. Do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine." Yo puse, quiero ir en Isaías 43:1, es español para leerles. Le puse, no temas, no dice, pero ahora así dice el Señor, el que te creó Jacob, el que te formó Israel. No temas que yo te he redimido, tú te he llamado por tu nombre, tú eres mío. Ahí donde dice Jacob, pueden decir su nombre. Yo puse, cuando yo estaba escribiendo, Dios se movía de una manera y yo nomás escribía lo que estaba pasando por mi mente. So yo puse en inglés, yo puse, "So trust in me, the Lord. I will protect you and liberate you from the situation you are going through. I will liberate you from those hidden chains you have. I will be a step ahead of you because you are my child. Because you, my child, are mine. I sent my one and only Son to die for you. The enemy will come, but he will not touch you, not even a strand of your hair, not one." Yo en español escribí, confía en yo, confía en yo, en el Señor. Te protegeré y te libertaré de la situación que estás pasando. Te libertaré de las cadenas escondidas que tienes. Yo siempre estaré un paso adelante de ti, porque tú, hijo, eres mío. Yo mandé mi único hijo unigénito a morir por ti. El enemigo puede venir, pero no tocará ni siquiera un pedazo de tu pelo, ni siquiera uno. Lo que pasaba por mi mente cuando estaba escribiendo esto es que uno puede pasar por situaciones donde dicen Dios un tazo así or ellos mismos quieren como tratar de como saying I can do it, como diciendo yo lo puedo hacer sola, yo no ocupo a nadie. So what was going on through my head is while I was typing this, is that a lot of the times when we're in a situation, we either ask ourselves God, where are you, why am I going through this, or also we can tell ourselves I can do it, I'm in a way I'm independent, I don't need no one or any no one. But at the end of the day, we need someone to guide us. We need someone to depend on, to be God, I'm going through this, I need you, you know. I'm gonna give a little bit of my testimony. I've said it in the past with Hermana Vanessa when she had her when she does her programación. And I said that I was suicidal and that I had depression and anxiety and all that. And yeah, we were already here coming to church, and it was in a way I seen my dad be liberado, liberated from his addiction of drinking, of saying bad words, of smoking and stuff like that, like his bad way of living, how he treated my mom and my sibling back then. I seen it, and in my head when we were going through that moment of our life where he was being transformed into a whole new person, it was wow, you know, there's someone bigger than us who is helping out my dad and is changing the way my dad lives. And then I seen it later on with my mom, how her, out of being in this super dark corner, she seen demons, everything, she was out of it, yeah, we can you know, she was able to communicate with someone or something like that, but when she was alone, that's when you know, she seen all these things and stuff like that, demonios, and how she was drinking a lot, she was always at parties, she was always the one dancing, she was the one who was that, hey, come on, let's dance. So I seen it too, how my mom, how from hating my dad, she transformed into she loves my dad now. So it's when I was going through that, I was there's someone bigger than us that changed my parents. But I was but how can from me being sad and depressed be you know, how can in a way I change into being a happy person? So I was holding that in, I was I'm I was happy for my dad, I was happy for my mom, but I didn't want to fully be quererme meter con Dios, I didn't want to do that. But there always comes a time in your life when you put the bonus, you harden your heart, and you say I can do it, I don't need no one, I don't need a God or anything like that. But there comes a time in your life where you're gonna break down and you're gonna be you're gonna scream what's happening, I need someone, you know, you're in that moment when it happened to me, I was I can't explain to my parents how I feel, I can't do it, I wanted to take away my life to what I was feeling, everything I seen, I would scare I don't know, in the spiritual, you see these orbs, these dark orbs, it's something it makes you feel encerrado, and so sad, and I didn't want to go out, it was it was really bad for me back then. But then there came this time, this moment in my life where I was here at church, and and someone prayed for me. Y ahí fue cuando Dios, like God told me, like, when He gave me also my calling to the ministry, where He was like, you are mine, like you know, like you are chosen. You can run away, but like you're not, like you're mine. Like, I chose you. You didn't choose me. I chose you. So I broke down and I cried, and God, you know, like He like transformed me. Like in that instant, I felt like something say, like, from, like, it just, like, everything like felt like light, like, you know, like very like I could breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something that has no explanation, but only those who have gone through it know what it feels like, know what it means to have someone to be like, hey, like, I chose you, I love you, let me handle it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that is something that for me is like still like, oh my God, like you know, like God chose me, you know, like, you know. So yeah, and then I also put another verse, James 1:6. I put, but when you ask God for something, you must trust him completely. Do not have other ideas in your mind. People who are not sure that God will help them are like waves in the sea. The wind blows the water one way and then it blows the water another way. And I put like another note. I put, here it says once again, trust in God. But you must trust him completely in order to have that peace you long desire. That situation you are going through and casting to find a way out, can't find a way to breathe, God says, trust in me, my son, my daughter, trust in me, let go of the situation, let me handle it, rest on me and see how I can take away all your worries, all your sickness, all your sadness, everything that hurts you, anything that makes you cry, see how I, the Lord God Almighty, takes it away. Nothing and no one can go against you if you just let me handle it. Yo puse en Santiago 1:6, puse un versículo para leer, lo busco en español. Yo escribí ahí en la nota lo que luego Dios dice, más que no lo puedo buscar. Nomás voy a decir aquí lo que tengo. En el versículo, ahí está. Dice, pero pida con fe, no dudando nada, porque el que duda es semejante a la onda del mar, que se arrastrará por el viento y echada de una parte a otra. So ahí puse, en la nota puse que una vez más dice Dios que lo tenemos que confiar en Él completamente para tener la paz que deseamos. La situación que estás pasando y que no puedes buscar una manera de salir o una manera de respirar libremente, Dios dice, confía en mí, mi hijo, mi hija, confía en mí y deja caer esa situación, déjame yo como dejar que Dios tome control de la situación. Descansa en mí y mira cómo yo te puedo quitar todas tus deudas, todas tus enfermedades, toda tu tristeza, todo lo que te duele, deja que yo tome control, todo lo que te haga llorar, todo, deja que Dios Todopoderoso tome control y verás que nada y nadie estará queriéndote atacar si tú me dejas solamente yo trabajar. When I was reading this verse, it reminded me, you know, like sometimes when one wants to do their way, they're like, you know what, like I'll do it by myself, like I don't need no one. And then later on, like we're over here, God, like, you know, like I need help, and God is like, I told you to let me handle it. You didn't want to, but I love you, and I'll take control, you know. Something that again in my testimony, like what I was speaking earlier, is that was going on with me. I was like, you know, like in the beginning, how I said I was like, you know, like I was seeing my parents being transformed, but I was like, like I think I'll wait, like you know, because I'm 16 right now, so like it was like in 2015 when all of this was going on. I was like, you know what, like I'm still in middle school, like, you know, like I want to like let it like chill, like I don't want no one to like know I'm Christian or anything. But yeah, but like once, but I was depressed and like suicidal, so I was cutting myself, you know, and I was like you know, like in the darkest of like the dark. Well, for me personally, and God was like, you know what, like you're mine, like te voy a like agarrar y no te voy a soltar. Lo que vas a querer correr, pero no vas a poder correr porque tú ya estás marcada, que tú eres mía, you know. And something that happened in the retreat recently is something that I'm never gonna forget because, you know, like I've been in the ministry since like 2017. I think 2017 I've been in the ministry, so it's been like a couple of years. Is that, you know, like even though you're in God, well, see, there's still gonna be situations in your life like that, you know, that if you stay put with God, like you keep trusting in Him and you keep reading His Word, like it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be like God is in control. Like, you know, let God take the battle, let Him do it. Because we can't do it. We're human. We're not gonna be able to do it. It's in the spiritual, so let God handle it, and you'll see how like todo se va, like, you know, like you're like, whoa, like God did it. But if I would have done it, I probably would have been like crying or like out of it, like, you know, like maybe not even buscando de Dios anymore. So something that happened in the retreat is, you know, like I was like having like this constant battle in my head where it was like, hey, like you're like 16, like, you know, like yeah, you're praising God and everything, but like you can just like, you know, like say I want to get off the altar. It's too much, because there was a time, you know, so something was going on in the altar, spiritually, and it was like in a way it was affecting me. I was like, you know, like this is too much. I can't do it. I don't want to be here, and I did open up to someone, and that like, you know, that I'm very close with. I spoke to them about it. I was like, I can't, like I feel like I want to get off the altar. I can't do it no more. It's hard, like, you know, like spiritually. I was like, I was crying. I was crying when I was telling her that. I was like, I can't do it no more. Like it's hard. Like yeah, I want to let God take control, but like, you know, like how am I gonna encontrar like the ¿cómo se puede decir, like when you win a race, you know, like how it's like, oh, like you won. I was like, how am I gonna find that victory, you know, like right now, like I feel like there's no victory for me, like I feel like there's nothing. And like this hermana was telling me, you have to keep going, like at the end, like, you know, like you, if you keep persevering, you're gonna find it. Just let God, pero no te bajes, because you're letting the enemy taking control in a way, like you're letting him win. And I was like, but I can't, you know, like it was a constant thing in my head. I was like, I want to get up. I don't want to be here. I don't think I'm doing it de para hacer. I think I'm just doing it because I'm being forced to, or basically just, it was just these negative thoughts in my head. So when the retreat came, I was like really excited for it. I was like, oh, you know, like a ver que Dios tiene para, like, you know, like, cause everyone goes, like, you know, saying como like, what does God have in store for me, you know, like. So on the last day, like we went, it was such an experience. Like it's something that I want to keep doing again. But on the last day, because normally the last day is on Sunday, um, God God took, it was something very spiritual, like God like just said, come to the altar, come to the altar. And then like I was like, should I go, should I not? But then pastora says, los jóvenes que pasen adelante, because it was a retreat for women, so it was like all the youth ladies, all the youth females. So yeah, so like we all went, and like she was praying and stuff like that, and I seen everybody like around me, like, you know, God like just like taking control and everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, like you know, like what is gonna happen, you know? I was like, but then I was like, I need to close my eyes. I can't be like looking. I need to close my eyes. So I closed my eyes. I closed my eyes, and I started praying and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, like I just felt this fire, like like this fire, but like era como like un calor, like it was like a big like circle, and it felt like some like it was I don't know but it was just like this like heat, and I was like, it's cold, why is there heat? But because it was like fresh in there, but like it was like a heat, and I was like, what's going on? So then like I started crying and I was sobbing, and then I was like, what's going on? And then like I felt like a weight like lifted because of like the mental battles I was having in my head. And then Pastora comes. But I forgot which Pastora it was, because there was like three or four Pastoras up there. But this Pastora comes, and she's like, lo que tú estás pasando, like nadie más lo sabe. He's like, but only like the hermana that I had spoke to knew about it, and God, no one else. So I was like, how does this Pastora know that I'm having these mental like thoughts in my head, like these negative thoughts in my head? And God was like, quieras huir, like you want to like run away, like get off. You're gonna, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna reach out for you, you know, because I also like, you know, like I'm a junior right now. I'm a senior next year, so my plans were to like go to San Francisco and like just focus 100% on my career. So it's like, and then God told me in that retreat, he's like, and you're not gonna go to San Francisco. You're not. He was like, you're gonna stay here, and you're gonna see what I have in store for you is way bigger and way better than what you think you're gonna have in San Francisco. He was like, quieras o no, you're gonna be here and you're gonna be serving me. You're gonna see that all these things that I have for you are gonna cumplirse, but if only if you let me. If you don't let me, you're not gonna see the things that I have planned for you. So I was like, I was crying. I was crying. I was like, how does like the hermana know? I was like, but it's God speaking to me. So yeah, he was like, like, you, whether you want to or not, you're already mine. Like you're not gonna go. Like you're not gonna go anywhere. You think you're gonna go, but you're not gonna go. Like, come on now. Like, you're gonna stay here. Stay right here. So I was like, I was crying and stuff like that. And something that was going on with my family también, it was like, me lo dijo. You know, it's like, that's like a bit like, you know, personal now. But or like, I was crying because I was like, God really cares. Like, God cares a lot. And we think sometimes that God don't even care, but God cares. It just all in God's timing. And it's like God's love is like más de lo que uno puede pedir. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I was crying. I was crying a lot. And something that I'm still in shock was that I didn't realize it until I got back down from the montaña, was that I was praying to God, and one thing that will never leave my head, like my head, is that I told him, take my life how you want to use it. Take it, like, just take it. Like, you know, because, yeah, I was in the ministerio, but, like, I was still holding on to, like, a part, like, in a way, like, I was, like, you know, like, I'll keep this to myself, all of this, you know. But I told God, take my life. Like, take it how you want to use it. I don't want to know anything about it. Like, what you tell me is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to negarme. I'm not going to nothing. If you tell me go do this, I'm going to do it. If you tell me don't do this, I'm not going to do it. So I was like, úsame como una vasija. Like use me. Like, I don't care how you want to use me. It's your will. It's how you want to do it. Do it. So, and after I said that, God was like, okay, you said so. A ver si sí. So now it's like, no, like you know, like it's good, like I'm happy about it. But it's like, even though, like, you know, like you gave your life to God, it doesn't mean that problems are not gonna come. That doesn't mean that you're still gonna have your problems, and not even bigger. But that just means to let God handle it, and for you to keep persevering in God's will, to keep living along God's will. Like, it's not like you don't. There's no point of you tirando la toalla. Why are you gonna tirar la toalla? You know, like come on now. Like, in a way, like, it's like, bro, you got someone bigger. Like, Like there's like this big person, and you're really gonna. There's this big person that is giving you the strength, you know, like wants to help you out, cares for you, loves you. He gave his only son to die for you at the cross, and you're really gonna tirar la toalla when someone comes in and tells you, oh, you suck at singing, oh, you suck at playing, oh, you can't predicar, and you're gonna get all sentimental about it and tirar la toalla when someone bigger can you know, like take control of the situation. If someone is gonna come and tell you something, you know, like that's not from God. Like if they're gonna come like giving you like these negative comments, be like, okay, pero God was doing that, you know, like in a way, like saying that, like, you know, like I lost my train of thought, guys. I lost my train of thought, but like it's basically saying como like don't tirar la toalla over these little comments that don't mean nothing to God. Tampoco. If they don't mean nothing to God, they shouldn't mean nothing to you either. It's easy as that. It's easy math. So yeah, that's also what I gotta say. And then I put also to add to that is Matthew 11:28, which says, "Come to me, all of you who are tired from the heavy burden you have been forced to carry, I will give you rest." Can you put it in Spanish? Okay. Okay. Dice Mateo 11:28, "Venid a mí todos los que estáis trabajados y cargados, y yo os haré descansar." So I put, take your hand out of the situation. Stop trying to carry all your problems, because you're not going to be able to alone. You're eventually going to break down and ask God for control. I put, en español le puse, como quita tu mano de la situación y deja que Dios meta su mano en lo que estás pasando. Y deja de como cargar tus problemas, porque no lo vas a poder hacer solo. Eventually como va a tener que pedirle a Dios que te ayude, you know. Uno no va a poder solo, va a ser imposible que lo hagas solo. So, you know, like, nomás, like, es como algo que yo quiero decir, como, like, deja que Dios tome control. Tú no vas a poder solo, nadie va a poder solo. Es como si un niño quiere cargar como, no sé qué, como un carro, o un adulto, si quiere cargar como un carro, no va a poder, like, un carro pues pesa como, like, quién sabe, como, like, 100, como, like, 1000 libras, la verdad ni sé. Uno no va a poder cargar el carro, so como, like, you know, y para que uno levante el carro ocupa una máquina, so deja que esa máquina que pueda levantar el carro sea Dios. Es una rara, like, ejemplo, pero, like, me entienden. So yeah. Oh, okay. Un carro pesa normalmente 4,000 libras, bro. Like ni si yo puedo levantar esta mesa, o no la puedo levantar. Come on now. Pero yeah, it's like if you're trying to carry a car, which is like normally it's 4,000 pounds, you're not going to be able to carry that car, like, let alone with someone else, like, literally. But if you have a machine, you know, like that machine, like, como si nada. So, like, let that machine be God. Let that machine be the one to carry the car, or like, you know, let God carry that situation, carry your problem. You're not going to be able to alone. So yeah, it's like also, like, another example is like when you're like barely like buscando de Dios, like, you know, like coming to church, and like you're like, wow, like the whole atmosphere feels different. But then your family or your friends are like, oh, so now you want to leave us for God? Like, what is God gonna do? You can't even see God, so how are you gonna go serve someone that you can't see? Yeah, you can't see air, yet you feel air, and you like, yeah, you feel air and you breathe air. It's oxygen. Like, so you're saying, like, and you believe in that. You're like, yeah, I live. Like, I can breathe, I can live. So it's like without God, we're nothing. And like, you know, like, it's like I don't know. I lost my thought again. But it's like, I lost my thought, guys. Okay. But yeah, but it's like when your family or your friends tell you, it's like, like, you're leaving me for God when you can't even see God. Yeah, I can't see God, but like I could feel God. Like it's this like pressure, not pressure. It's like this positive energy that you feel whenever like God is there. Like when you're praying in the altar, like you just feel this energy that it's like you want to keep being there, you know. So it's like you don't you don't need you don't need these friends. You don't need, I mean, yeah, you love your family and stuff like that, but they're not always gonna be there. Like, they're gonna fallarte, they're gonna betray you, but God isn't. God is always gonna be on your side. Like, He's always gonna be like, I'm here. And your family can be all nice to you, or your friends all nice to you, but then like the next day they can be all like, like, don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. You're like, not right now. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about you. You annoy me. But God is like, you don't annoy me. I love being around you. And I hope you love being around me. So yeah, that's also what I wanted to add. Because God being in control is having happiness forever. Not happy like having like everything. It's like, see, it's how like the song goes. Si te tengo a ti, lo tengo todo, mi amado, mi tesoro. Fuera de ti, nada deseo, Señor. So it's like, if I have you, I don't need to desire anything else. And the last verse that I put is Deuteronomy 31:8. The Lord will lead you. He Himself is with you. He will not fail you or leave you. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. And Deuteronomio 31:8. Y Jehová va delante de ti. Él estará contigo, no te dejará ni te desamparará. No temas ni te intimides. So it's like the same thing I said. Like, He will lead you. He will not fail you nor leave you. Your friends, your boyfriend, your family can leave you, for like serving God or for doing this, but God won't. God is like, you don't need them. You need me, It's like, don't worry, like, don't be afraid. Like, I am in control. I know your future. I know your plans. I know what you want, but I also know what you need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's, believe that God is in control of your life and that He does it for love. Trust in your future, for it is in God's hands. Don't worry about anything. Let God handle it. Focus on today and on the way you want to live. Don't focus on your tomorrow. Tomorrow puede traer otra cosa. Like, focus on now, on today. Like, focus on how you're living your life. Because, like, boom, so like, God can be like, oh, you know what, I want to come right now. Y se viene. But how are you living your life, So that's what I have for today. It's short, but I feel like you guys understood. But God is in, like, letting God be in control. God is in control. Eso fue mi último versículo. Es lo que tuve para hoy. Estuvo un poco corto de lo que regularmente está, pero siento que la palabra sí llegó ahí, donde tuvo que llegar a personas que ocupaban escuchar esta palabra. So far, how my life in Christ has been going is that like, everything I'm living right now is how God wanted me to live it. When I was like saying, I don't wanna know anything about God, I don't want to know anything about Him, it's like, bro, like, if you would have accepted Him earlier, like, who knows what right now I could have been doing. But it was all in God's planning, Right now, me speaking to you, it's something that it's out of my comfort zone, and a lot of people that are around me know that I don't like speaking in public, let alone sing in public, because like I'm in the altar, I'm playing piano, but like I won't like do anything alone. So it's like today I was like really nervous, but God took control of today, and it's like if God did it today, if God did it right now, God can do it with your life. He can do it forever. So that's my consejo, that's my advice for you. Deja que Dios tome control de lo que estás pasando, de lo que estás viviendo. Te puede doler ahorita, pero si tú te humillas y dices, Dios, toma control de lo que estoy pasando, Él va a tomar control de lo que estás pasando. Si lo pudo hacer en mi vida, lo va a poder hacer en ti. Yo soy una joven, tengo 16 años, pero Dios lo puede hacer con una persona adulta, que puede estar en depresión, puede estar tomando alcohol, puede decir no hay esperanza para él mismo o ella misma, pero tú no sabes lo que está más allá de nuestros ojos. Está una persona que te dice, ven, yo te voy a ayudar, yo te voy a quitar lo que tú traes ahí, deja que yo tome control, deja que yo entre a tu corazón. Eso es lo que tengo para hoy. Cindy está aquí, pero no sé si quieres agregar algo. No, es porque está grabando, pero ya, nomás quería terminar con eso, que confía el que no puedes ver, confía el que no puedes ver, pero confía con el que sí puedes sentir. Es lo único que tenía para hoy. Dios está en control de lo que estás pasando. Deja que puedes dejar que la gente puede decirte tú no puedes hacer, ¿cómo se puede decir? You can't do it alone, no lo puedes hacer solo, Deja que Dios esté ahí, deja que Dios agarre esa situación, deja que Dios agarre todo lo que tú estás pasando. La gente te puede venir a decir algo negativo, pero que te entre por oído y que te salga por el otro, Y creo que muchos sabemos ya hacer eso, que entra por el otro y que entra por uno y sale por otro, Muchos hacen eso ya, pero yeah, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so voy a terminar con eso. Dios está en control, confía en tu futuro, Dios te ama, y hay que terminar con una oración. Gracias, Padre mío, por lo que tú has traído hoy, Señor. Padre mío, la palabra que tú dices no fue mía, Señor, pero nomás fue tuya, Señor. Te pido, Padre mío, que el mensaje que has traído llegue a los corazones, Padre mío, que están pasando por algo, Señor, Padre mío. Que tú solamente sabes por lo que están pasando, Señor, Padre mío. Que ellos entreguen su vida completamente a ti. Que se humillen, Señor, Padre mío. Que digan, Señor, te ocupo, te necesito, Padre mío. Sabemos que tú eres el que da la vida, Padre mío. Tú eres nuestro aliento de vida, Señor, Padre mío. Tú eres nuestro oxígeno, Padre mío. La gente que dice, no, que Dios no existe, Señor, Padre mío. Sabemos que sí existe, Señor, Padre. Usted sí existe, Padre mío. Cuídanos, Señor, Padre mío. Protégenos, Padre, donde quiera que vayamos. Ayúdanos, Padre mío, a tomar esta palabra en acto, Señor, Padre mío. Que dejemos que tú tomes control, que no vas a poder solo, vamos a poder solamente contigo, Señor, Padre mío. Ayúdanos, Señor, Padre, a nuestro diario vivir, Señor. Cuídanos, Padre mío, protégenos, Señor, Padre, protege a nuestra familia, protege a los que están viendo esta programación, Señor, Padre mío. Que estás tú usando más jóvenes a traer tu palabra, Señor, Padre mío. Estás tú usando a los pastores, Padre mío, a los líderes de jóvenes, Padre mío, a todos, Padre mío, para levantar a más jóvenes, a niños, Señor, Padre mío, a predicar, Señor, Padre mío. Ayúdanos a conectarnos más contigo, Padre mío. En el nombre de Cristo Jesús te lo pido, Señor. Amén.